electrostatics 2, that is capacitors, a number of identical condensers are first connected in parallel and then in series. The equivalent capacitances are found to be in the ratio of 36:1. The number of capacitors are. Here, when capacitors are connected in parallel, the formula is C1 plus C2 plus C3 and so on Cn. If they are connected in series, this will become 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 and so on 1 by Cn. But here these are identical capacitors. If capacitors are identical, this expression can be written as Cp is equal C plus Cn times. This will be Nc. If they are similar capacitor identical, this is 1 by C, 1 by C, 1 by C, this N by C, or Cs is equal to C by N. Now, in this problem, as these are identical capacitors, first connected in parallel and then series, so Cp by Cs is equal to 36 by 1. What is Cp? Nc. What is Cs? C by N. This is equal to 36 by 1. This will become Nc into the C by N will become N by C is equal to 36 by 1. Cc get cancelled. N square is equal to 36. So N is equal to plus or minus 6, but we have to take only the positive value. So the number of capacitors that are connected in this combination is 6. Option 3 is correct. 2 condensers of capacity 2 and 8 microfarad each are charged to 10 volts and 20 volts respectively and are connected with their like plates together. If like plates connected together, then they will give Q1 and Q2 charge. Total charge will grow. Suppose if it is plus and minus, then charge will come this side and this charge will go that side. So we will have a different expression. Now when like plates are connected together, the common potential is given by total charge on these two by, here let me take this as Q2, let us say this is Q1, and the total capacitance, that is C1 V1 plus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2. Suppose in the same problem, if unlike plates are connected together, then the expression for common potential will be C1 V1 minus C2 V2 by, capacitance will be C1 plus C2 only, don't take minus here. Only charges here we have to take minus. Now here as like plates connected together, I am taking plus. So this will be 2 into 10 plus 8 into 20 by 2 plus 8. This is 20, 160, this is 180 by 10. So this is 18 volts. Option 4 is correct. 3. A 2 microfarad parallel plate capacitor with a dielectric constant slab K is equal to 5 between the two plates is charged to 100 volts. And then it is isolated. Isolated means this capacitor is removed from the battery. Now, if the dielectric is removed from the potential difference between these two, so first let me take one a parallel plate capacitor, and it is filled with a dielectric of constant 5, and the voltage here is 100 volts. And the capacitance of this one is 2 microfarads. If the dielectric is removed, but first of all it is connected to a battery and it is charged and then it is isolated, means removed from the battery. Now from this capacitor, not only the battery removed here, even the dielectric is also removed. Then here air will be the dielectric medium between the two plates. Now what happens to the capacity? When the dielectric, this C is equal to epsilon naught A by D into K, because it is K times. Now the new capacitance will become epsilon naught A by D. That means capacity decreases by K times. Previously it was 2. So this will be 2 into 10 power minus 5 by 5. So 2 by 5 means 0.4 into 10 power minus 5. So capacitance decreased by K times. We know that C is equal to Q by V or C dash is equal to Q by V dash, because charge will not change here. So as the capacity decreases by K times, the potential between these two plates will increases by K times. So here K is equal to 5. The previous potential was 100. The new potential will be 100 into 5 times, that is 500 volts. Option 1 is correct. Fourth one, if initial value of the capacity is C with the free space between the two plates. So between these two plates, previously air was present, the capacitance was C. Now the new capacity when filled with a metal as shown in the figure. So this is a metallic slab whose thickness is D by 2. The capacitance of capacitor is epsilon naught A by D. But when it is partially filled with a medium, the same thing can be written as epsilon naught A by D minus T plus T by K. But here it is not a dielectric slab, this is a metal piece, and for metal K is equal to infinity. So dielectric constant for a metal is infinity. Now let me substitute this one. C dash will be epsilon A is not changing, D minus thickness of this metal plate is D by 2 plus D by 2 by infinity. This will become 0. So C dash will be epsilon naught A by this D by 2. So capacity increases by 2 times. Previously it was epsilon naught A by D only with the air, and with the metallic piece this will become 2 epsilon A by D or 2C. Option 2 is correct. When two capacitors are connected in series, their effective capacitance is found to be 2 microfarad. So capacitances in series is given by C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 is given as 2 microfarad. And when this is 9 microfarad were connected in parallel, so CP is equal C1 plus C2 is equal to 9 microfarad. The individual capacitances are here. In place of C1, C2 you can keep 9, and from that you will get to C1, C2 is equal to 9 2s are 18, in 10 minus 12 farads. But instead of going that using that algebraic method here, by using trial and error method we can solve this problem easily. So what is that trial and error method? The sum of the two capacitors must be equal to 9. Let me check. 2 and 10, if you combine these two in parallel, this will be 12, but it should be 9. So it should be 9, so this is wrong. Similarly 3 and 6, this is 9. 4 and 5, this is 9. 6 and 5, this is 11. So option 1 and 4 are not possible. Now let me check which one is correct out of 2 and 3. So this is 3 and 6. Now to check this one, I have to substitute these values in series. 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6, that is 3 6 are 18 by 9 2, correct. So option 2 is correct. So never go for that algebraic method which consumes lot of time in competitive exams. So always when these type of problems are given, please try to use this trial and error method. Eliminate the wrong answers and keep the correct answers. Figure shown below, the charge on the left plate of the 10 microfarad capacitor is 30. So this is the 10 microfarad. Here on left side, this was 30 microcoulombs. What about the charge on right side plate? If it is plus 30, charge on the right plate must be equal to minus 30. Now they are asking to find out the charge on right plate of the 6 microfarad. Before finding the answer itself, we can say that on the right side we will have positive charge, on the left side, and on the right side we will have negative charge. So they are asking right plate of this 6 microfarad capacitor. So our answer must be negative value. So these two, either of these two. Now we will see the same circuit can be redrawn like this. So this is the 10 microfarad. In middle, 6 and 4 connected in parallel combination. CP is equal to C1 plus C2. So C1 plus C2, 6 plus 4, this is also 10. And the last one is 2 microfarads. Now, if you send, that means if you give 30 microcoulombs charge here, and 30 microcoulomb charge will flow through this one, and charge on any plate will be 30 microcoulombs only. So this is 30, minus 30, plus 30, minus 30, plus 30, minus 30. Now, in this combination, so it is found that the total charge of this combination is 10. Now let me draw the same capacitors here which are connected in parallel, and this is 6 microfarad, this is 4 microfarad, and the total charge that is entering here is 30 microcoulombs. Now how to find the charge on this one? That is, let us say this charge is Q1 and the charge on this one is Q2. In parallel combination, the potential is same, that is potential on the 6 microfarad capacitor must be equal to potential on the 4 microfarad capacitor. C is equal to Q by V, that I can write here C is equal to Q by V or V is equal to Q by C. So V is equal to Q1 by C1 is equal Q2 by C2. I want to find out this Q1. So this is also equal to total charge Q by total capacitance. Now what is the total charge here? This is 30. What is total capacitance of these two combination? 10. So let me take only the first and last terms in this one. So Q1 by the C1 is 6 is equal, total charge is given as a 30 by total capacitance of this combination is a 10 ones, 10 threes. So Q1 is equal to 18. So how much charge is entering into this capacitor? 18 microcoulombs. So plus 18 will be induced here, minus 18 will be induced here. They are asking us to find out the charge on the right side plate. So answer is minus 18 microcoulombs. Very important model for competitive exams. A capacitor is charged to a potential so that the energy stored in it is 8 joules. So the energy stored in a capacitor is 8 joules. The battery is then disconnected and the dielectric constant 2 is placed between the two plates, then the energy stored will be. So when the battery is connected, here the energy stored is 8 joules, which is given by Q square by 2C. Now what happened? So here battery was connected here. Now the battery is disconnected and the space between these two is filled with the dielectric constant K is equal to 2. So what is the new energy stored in this capacitor? The capacitance of this capacitor, let us say C. Now the capacitance will be Kc, which is equal to 2C, whereas K is equal to 2. Whether battery is connected or not, here, if the battery is disconnected here, the charge on these two plates will not change in this case. So charge remains as Q only. In the new case also, in the second case also, the charge will be Q square by 2. What is the new capacitance? New capacitance will be 2C. What is this value? This value will be 8 by 2. So answer is 4 joules. Option 4 is correct here. Eighth one, in the circuit shown, find capacitance is C if the effective capacitance of the whole circuit is 0.5 microfarad. All values in the circuit are in microfarads only. You see this circuit, this is A and a capacitor C is connected here, unknown capacitance. Now you can see this one, this is 2 and 2 which are connected in series. So when two similar capacitors connected in series combination formula C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. Here 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2, this will become 1. So instead of this I can connect only one capacitor whose effective capacitance is 1. Similarly these are connected in parallel, so 2 plus 2 will become 4. Now I am redrawing this circuit. So this is C. So here I have 2 microfarad, here I have 1 microfarad, here I have 1 more microfarad, and this is connected to point B, and this is 4 here. Here it is connected, this is 2 and this will be 4. So now these two are in series. So this is 2 into 4 by 2 plus 4, that is 6, 2 ones, 2 threes. So the effective capacitance of this part is 4 by 3. 1 and 1 are connected in parallel, this will become 2. 2 in series, that will become 1. So now once again this will be C. This total capacitance will be 1 here, and in this case this will be 4 by 3. This is B. Now here you can see this 4 by 3 and 1, as the charge is dividing, whenever charge divides we can say that they are connected in parallel. Here also whatever the charge that comes here is dividing parallel. Here whatever the charge that is coming here will pass to this one. That's why these two are said to be in series, because some students are have a confusion while selecting which are connected in series or which are connected in parallel. So these are in series. Now these are in parallel, so the effective capacitance of these two will be 4 by 3 plus 1, that is 7 by 3. So final circuit diagram will be like this, which is equal to 7 by 3 and 6. These two are once again series, and that entire capacitance is 0.5. So now when these two are connected in series, I can write C into 7 by 3 by C plus 7 by 3 is 0.5. Let me take it as 1 by 2. Now cross multiply this one, this will become 2C, that is 2 7s are 14C by 3 is equal, this is 1 into this, that is C plus 7 by 3. This is 14C by 3. So this is, you bring this one this side, 14C by 3 minus C is equal to 7 by 3. 14 into 3, that is 11C by 3 is equal to 7 by 3 cancel. So capacitance is equal to C by 11. So the unknown capacitor in this circuit is C by 11 microfarad. Option 2 is correct. Ninth one, a 4 microfarad condenser is charged to 400 volts. Then the plates are joined through a 100 ohm resistor. The heat produced in the resistor is. So this is a condenser whose capacitance is 4 microfarad and it is charged to 400 volts. Its plates are connected. So this plate and this plate are connected with the help of a resistor here. R is equal to 100 ohms. So what is the heat produced in this resistor? The heat produced in this resistor is nothing but the energy stored in the capacitor. Energy stored formula half CV square, half into the capacitance 4 into 10 power minus 6 into V square is 400 whole square. These two get cancels. This is 2 into 10 power minus 6 into 4 square is 16 into 10 power 4. 16 2s are 32 into 10 power minus 2 are 0.32 joules. So option 2 is correct. 10th one, the equivalent capacity of the infinite ladder circuit, this is called infinite ladder circuit, shown in figure between A and B. So between this point and this point, this is 2 microfarad, this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and continue. So now in this circuit, let me take point A, point B here. Point A connected to 2 microfarad and point B connected to one more here 1 microfarad. So after that, if you observe this diagram, 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 are continuously following, that means reoccurring there. So instead of that one, let me take the capacitance of the remaining circuit, let us say it is X. That means instead of this I am taking the entire capacitance of that combination is X. Now you can see these two are connected in parallel. So this circuit can be redrawn like this. So this is 2. This is 1 plus X, as these two are connected in parallel, and this will be B. Now in this we know that through this entire infinite series, if we add one more extra link here, the capacitance remains as it is. So the entire circuit capacitance is X. For this, if you add one more, what is the net capacitance? It remains as X only, because as this is infinite series. So now these two are in series. So 2 into 1 plus X by 2 plus 1 plus X. This must be equal to X for infinite circuit. Now this will be 2 plus 2X is equal X into, this is 2 plus 1, 3 plus X. Now 2 plus 2X is equal to 3X plus X square. So from this I will get a quadratic equation, X square plus 3X plus 2X minus 2, that is X square plus X minus 2 is equal to 0. So this you can write the factors, X square is equal to 2X minus 2, 2X minus X minus 2 is equal to 0. So now you can take these factors, X into X plus 2 minus 1 into X plus 2 is equal to 0. So X is equal to 1 or X is equal to minus 2. So capacitance cannot be negative. So this is 1. So answer is 1 microfarad. 11th, when two capacitors are 3 and 6, so this is 3 microfarad, this is 6 microfarad, two capacitors connected in series and connected to 120 volts. This is 120 volts. The PD across 3 microfarad capacitors. What is the potential drop across this one? We know that when these are connected in series combination, instead of using some other formulas, so let me take, we know that the same charge will flow through this one. Charge through first one is equal to charge through second capacitor is equal to the charge coming from this battery. So C is equal to Q by V, Q is equal to C1 V1 is equal, C2 V2 is equal, CSV, where CS is net capacitance. I want capacitance across the first capacitor, so let me take these two. Now this is C1 V1 is equal to CSV. I want V1 is equal CSV by C1. So V1 is equal, this is C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 into V by C1. So this get cancelled. The total potential applied into the capacitance in the other branch, other capacitor in this branch by sum of the two capacitors. This will give the potential across the first capacitor. So now we can write the applied capacitance is 120, the other capacitor is 6, sum of these two capacitors is 9. So now 3 2s and 3 3s, 3 1s and 3 4s, 12. So this is 80 volts. Option 3 is correct. One, the charge on the capacitors is, in this problem you have only one capacitor whose value is 2 microfarad. This is 20 ohms, this is 9 ohms, this is 3 ohms. So there is only one capacitor. I need to find out the charge on that capacitor. Remember students, in these, this is called CR circuit. This is capacitor resistance circuit. Now in steady state, capacitor always acts as open circuit. That means, what is the steady state? When this capacitor is completely charged, then this will act as a open circuit. Let me draw this circuit once again here. So this is a 24 volts, this is a 3 ohms, this is a 9 ohms, this will be closed, and here this capacitor will act as a open circuit here. That means capacitor appears to be disappeared there. Now in this case, what is the charge on this one? That means first of all it will be completely charged. So what is the total amount of charge that will be present on this 2 microfarad capacitor? So first to find out the charge, we have this formula Q is equal to CV, where C is the 2 microfarad and what is this potential drop across the two terminals of the capacitor. So to find out this capacitance, the potential here, first let me find out the potential across this branch. Then this potential, as these two are parallel, so potential drop across this branch will be equal to potential across this branch. So for this, I is equal to V by R first, V is equal to 24, R is equal to only, we have to consider only these two circuits, these two resistors, because 20 ohms is in open circuit, we should not consider 20 ohms here. So this will be 3 plus 9, that is 12. So 24 by 12 will be 2 amperes. So how much current is coming from this one? This is 2 amperes current. This 2 amperes current will pass through this one, this one, this one, it will go like this. So what is the potential drop across this one? PD across 9 ohms resistor is given by, so here current I into resistance I, this one, that is 2 into 9, so 18 volts. Out of 24 volts, 18 volts will drop across the 9 ohm resistor, and the remaining voltage, what it may be, that is 6 volts. 24 minus 18, that is 6 volts will drop across this one. So what is the potential drop between these 2 points? This is 18. So what is the potential drop across this one? Remember, as there is no current through this 20 ohms, there is no potential drop across this one. So we should not consider this resistor here. So the potential drop across this branch must be equal to potential drop across the capacitor. So now we got the potential drop across the capacitor, which is given by 18 volts. Now the charge in this one is equal to C, Q is equal to CV, where capacitance is given as 2 microfarad, 2 into 10 power minus 6, and the voltage here is 18, 18 2s are 36 into 10 power minus 6, that is 36 microcoulombs. So the option here is 3. N metal plates, each of area A, placed one over the other at a distance small d from each other. The alternative plates are connected, then the capacity of this system. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that means so many plates are placed one over the other with a distance d, area of each plate is A. The alternative plates are connected together to a battery. So now let me take the alternative plates here. So this plate connected to positive terminal, this connected to negative, this connected to negative. So these are connected to negative here, negative terminal of the battery, and these are connected to the positive terminal of the battery like this. So here I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates. Now this will act as one capacitor, this will act as second capacitor, third capacitor, fourth capacitor, fifth capacitor. Whether they are connected in series or parallel. Whatever the charge that is coming from the battery is dividing here. So whenever charge divides, we can say that the capacitors are said to be connected in parallel. So what is the capacitance of this one? Here 5 similar capacitors are there. That is C plus C plus C plus C plus C, that is 5C. So the capacitance of this parallel combination is going by 5 into epsilon naught A by D, where A is the area of each plate and D is the distance between two plates. So for 6 plates, this is for 6 plates, the answer is 5 epsilon naught A by D. If there are 2 plates, only 2 plates, for 2 plates what we can write, this will be 1 epsilon naught A by D. If there are n plates, you can see the order here, that arrangement here, for 6, 5, for 2, 1, for n, this will be n minus 1 epsilon naught A by D. So option 2 is correct. 14. The work done in increasing the voltage across the plates of a capacitor from 5 to 10 volts is W. Work done is also equal to the energy stored, which is going to be half C V2 square minus V1 square. Why? Because here the potential is increasing from 5 to 10 volts. So what is the work done in this case? Half C into 10 square minus 5 square, that is 100 minus 25, that is 75C by 2. So keep it like this. Now in the second case, the potential increases from 10 to 15. So what is the work done in the second case? Half C, this is 15 square minus 10 square, which is given by W2, half C into, this is 225 minus 100, so this will be 125. So this is 125C by 2. But how to write this one? Here C can be written as 2W by 75. So this is 125 by 2. In place of C you can write 2W by 75. So this is 25, 3 is 25, 5, this 2 to get cancelled, this will be 5W by 3. This is the new work done. So option 3 is correct. This problem, 64 small drops of mercury having same charge and same radius are combined to form a big drop. So these 64 drops combined to form a big drop here. All are having similar charge, that is same charge. Let me take it as small q, and each drop has a radius r. Now when these are combined to form a big drop, the ratio of the capacitance of the big drop to the smaller drop. So capacitance of this big drop by capacitance of the small drop, one of the drop. We know that capacitance of a drop is 4 pi epsilon naught r. This is for big drop. That means this will be 4 pi epsilon naught capital R by 4 pi epsilon naught small r. So this ratio must be equal to capital R by small r only. So I need to find out the ratio between, a relation between capital R and small r here. We know that the volume of this big drop, the volume of the big drop is equal to 64 volumes of small drops. So this is 4 by 3 pi capital R cube is equal 64 into 4 by 3 pi small r cube. This and this get cancelled. R is equal, this is 4r. So capital R by small r is equal to 4:1. So the capacitance ratio is also 4:1. So option 2 is correct. 16. A parallel plate condenser of capacity 5 microfarad. So this capacitor, whose capacitance is 5 microfarad, is kept connected to a battery. So this is connected to a battery of 10 volts. If the space between the plates is filled with a mean order constant 12, the electric charge. First of all, what is the charge here in the first case? Q is equal to CV, that is 5 into 10 power minus 6 into 10. So this is 5 into 10 power minus 5 coulombs. This is the charge that can be given to this one. Now, for the same capacitor, now if the space is filled with a dielectric of constant 12, so what happens to this one? Here, as the battery is connected to this one, we can give some extra charge. Now Q2 is equal to C2V2. Q2 will be, as the dielectric is inserted, the potential will decrease and capacitance will increase by K times. This is KC1 into the same battery, which is 10 volts here. So K is equal to 12, C1 is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 6 into 10. 12 5s are 60 into 10 power minus 5. So previously it was 5 into 10 power minus 5, now 60 into 10 power minus 5. So what is the additional charge that is given to this one? Additional charge means present charge minus initial charge. That is delta Q is given by Q2 minus Q1. That is here these are all given in micro. So this can be written as 600 into 10 power minus 6. This is 50 into 10 power minus 6. So this is 600 minus 50 into 10 power minus 6. The answer is 550 micro. So fourth option is correct. 15. Two conductors of capacity 5 and 15 are charged to 40 and 20. If they connected together by a wire, the amount of charge that will flow, this is also a very important model. So they have given two conductors whose capacitances are 5 microfarad and 15 microfarad, which are charged to 40 volts and 20 volts respectively. Now, if they are joined together by a wire, the amount of charge that will flow here, what is the charge on the first conductor? Q is equal to CV. That is, this is C1, this is V1, this is C2, this is V2. So this Q1 is equal to C1 V1, 40 into 2, 200 into 10 power minus 6. So what is Q2 here? 20 into 15, that is 300 into 10 power minus 6. So this is before connecting them with a wire. Now let me connect this and this with a wire. We know that charge will flow till their potentials are equal. So what is the common potential that we are going to get here? The common potential is going by Q1 plus Q2 by C1 plus C2. Generally V is equal to Q by C, net charge by net capacitance. So the common potential in this case is given by Q1, Q2. We know this is 200 micro, 300 micro. This will be 500 micro. And the capacitances are 15 and 5. This is 20 micro. This cancel. So this will be 25 volts. That means the flow of charge takes place between these two till their common potential reaches 25. Here it was 40, it will reduce to 25. This is 20, it will increase to this one. That means here as it is reduced, the potential of this one is reducing to 25 volts. That means charge is flowing from the first one to second one. So this will also become 25. So what is the charge on this one now? This is C, which is equal to 5 microfarad. This is 15 microfarad. So what is the charge on this one Q1 dash? 25 into 5, that is 25 5s are 125. So this is 125 microcoulombs. So let me take this as 125 into 10 power minus 6. What about this one? 25 into 15. So Q2 is equal 25 10s are 250, 25 5s 125. This is 375 into 10 power minus 6 coulombs. You can clearly see this one. If it is 300, this is 375. That means 75 microcoulombs of charge has traveled from the smaller to bigger. So here similarly you can see this one. This is 200. It will reduce to 125. That means 75 decreased here, 75 increased here. So 75 microcoulombs. But in the similar problem, sometimes they may ask us to find out from which sphere to which sphere or from which conductor to which conductor. Here they may give 75 microcoulombs from first to second, 75 microcoulombs to from second to first. So they may give like this, but here it is not mentioned. That's why option 1 is correct. If a capacitor is filled with the dielectric as shown figure, its new capacity is, without filling this one, let the area of each plate is A and distance between these two is D. The old capacitance or original capacitance is C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Now half of the space is filled with a dielectric of relative constant K1, remaining half is filled with K2. But whether here I need to consider these two as two different capacitors. But whether these two are connected in series or parallel, how to find it? So if you connect this one, these plates to a battery, so here charge is dividing. Whenever charge divides, what we can say, these are said to be connected in parallel. So the effective capacitance is given by C1 plus C2. So this will be given by what is C1, that is K1 epsilon naught A by, this is A by 2, half of it, when it is not mentioned, you take it as A by 2 by D plus K2 epsilon naught A by 2 by D. So this is epsilon naught A by D. This will become 2D. This is K1 plus K2. So option is epsilon naught A by 2D, K1 plus K2. Option 3 is correct. Similar to the previous problem, but here these are series combination. Why? Because whenever the charge is given here, this charge will pass through first part as well as the second part. So these two parts are said to be in series. So Cs is equal C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. What is C1? That is capacitance of this part. That is K1 epsilon naught, area same, by this is d by 2. That is d by 2 into, similarly K2 will be, that is C2 will be 2 K2 epsilon naught A by d by sum of these two. So what are the constants here? Epsilon naught A by d2 common. So this will be K1 plus K2. You can cancel epsilon naught A by d. Epsilon naught A by d here. One of the two get cancels. Here 2 K1 K2 by K1 plus K2 into epsilon naught A by d. So where is this option? 2 K1 K2 by K1 plus K2 epsilon by d. Option 3 is correct. 20. The capacities of three capacitors are in the ratio of 1:2:4. Their equivalent capacitance formed in parallel is greater than when they are formed in series by 90 by 7 microfarad. What are the individual capacitances? So first one, C1 is to C2 is to C3 is equal 1:2:4. Let me take this as C. This is 2C. This is 4C. Now, when they are formed in parallel, means connected in parallel, the effective capacitance of these three in parallel is greater than series by 90 by 7 microfarad. So what is Cp here? If you add these three, what you will get? C plus 2C plus 4C. 4, 5, 6, 7C. This is 7C, which is given by 90 plus 7 greater than this one. What is Cs here? Cs is given by, we know that 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C plus 1 by 2C plus 1 by 4C here. The LCM will be 4C. So 1 by Cs is equal to 4C here. 4 plus 2 plus 1. This is 7 by 4C. Remember students, some students they are taking 7 by 4C is the result. No, this is 1 by Cs. I need Cs. This is 4C by 7. So this will be 4C by 7. So 7C minus 4C by 7 is equal to 90 by 7. 7. So 49 minus 4, that is 45 by C is equal to 90 by 7. 7 cancel. So 45 1, so 45 2s. The capacitance of the first capacitor will be 2 microfarad as it is given in micro. Suppose if it is given as nano, this answer will be nano. So now we got C which is equal to 2 microfarad. So this is 2. The second capacitor will be twice the top of the first one. So this will be 4 microfarad. This is 2 microfarad. And the last one is 4 times the first one. 4 2s are 8 microfarad. So answer is 2:4, 2 microfarad, 4 microfarad, 8 microfarad. So option 2 is correct. One, a parallel plate capacitor capacity 100 picofarad. Capacity is 100 into 10 power minus 12 picofarad. That you can write this as 10 power minus 10 farad. Is charged to a potential of 500 volts. So potential is 500 volts. If the battery is disconnected and the distance between the two plates is reduced to half to the previous one, then the change in the energy stored. First of all, what is the energy stored in the first case? This is half C1 V1 square. Half into C1 is 10 power minus 10. V1 is 20, that is 500 whole square. 25 into 10 power 4. So this you can write 12.5 into 10 power minus 6 joules. This is the initial energy stored in this one. Now, after that, the battery is disconnected. Whenever the battery is disconnected, the charge remains constant. And now the distance between these two is reduced to half. Now we know that C is equal to Q by V is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Now what is the potential from this one? That is a charge into distance by epsilon naught A. So here as charge remains same, this is constant, epsilon constant, area constant, V directly proportional to D. Here the distance between two places is reduced to half. That is V, this is made half. The potential, new potential will become, or V2 will become V by 2 as the distance is reduced to half. So now in the second case, the capacitance of this capacitor will be epsilon naught A by D by 2. That is 2 epsilon naught A by D. As the distance between two places reduced, the capacitance will increase by 2 times. Previously it was 10 power minus 10, this will become 2 into 10 power minus 10 farads. And the potential V2 will be previously 500, now it will be half of it. So this is 250 volts. So what is the energy stored here? This will be half C2 V2 square. Half into what is C2? That is 2 into 10 power minus 10 V2 250 whole square. This 2 to get cancelled. This is 10 power minus 10. This is 25 25s. So 25 25 is 625 into 10 power 2. That is 10 square is it? This is 10 square. So this will be 625 into 10 power minus 8, but as it is in micro, so let me take it as 6.25 into 10 power minus 6 joules. So what is the change in energy stored? Previously it was 12.5, now it is only 6.25. So what is the decrease in energy stored here? Decrease in energy is given by the initial energy was more than the final energy, that is 12.5 minus 6.25 will become 6.25 into 10 power minus 6 joules. So option 1 is correct.